Yeah, I can hang out.
All right. Now we are there. So now, if your friend goes to Twitch,
It'll be there.
we'll be there.
Okay, I'm texting her.
He didn't have it on the live.
Yeah, there's like 40 steps I have to do to get the show on the.
Oh, you're fine. I just
like click, 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 click. More clicks. Hey, everybody, Shelf Help Show. Jeffrey, that's me. We got a couple people here. One. Well, if you know Jeromy and you're watching because of him, then you'll recognize him. So I can't really speak to you not knowing him. So we got Jeromy Kemp, and to my right, my left, my right, I don't know. She's always on top. That would be the love of my life, Rebecca. What are you doing, sweetheart?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing like the rest of us. So
I told her that I was going to speak with Jeromy tonight for a little bit, and I was like the most excited she'd been all day. So I'm not upset about it. But she was like, "Yay, I love him." I'm like, "Yeah,
yes.
All right, I'm chopped liver. I'll see you on the show."
Yeah, totally.
That's silly. You know I'm always excited to talk to you, Brett.
Oh wow, that's quite the what was that screen I just saw? The huge screen. It went large.
There's a bunch of rats.
A bunch of rats.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, dancing rats or something.
Yeah, I have some pet rats. So I have not personally made them look like this. This is somebody.
Oh my gosh, Jeff! Wow.
But I took it because I thought it was funny. So
they're actually kind of cute.
It is kind of cute, and I do have some rats that look just like that, but they're not hanging up their drawers. They would though. I'm pretty sure if I give them a clothesline, they might do it. So yeah, it's the saga of 19 rats and counting, which after 6 weeks from there became 45 rats and counting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
look, I'm not against rats. They're cool. I mean, they're very intelligent creatures.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of rats.
That's out of control.
Yeah,
that's out of control. You get nose blindness. You can't smell what's going on around you.
Oh my gosh.
And
we started on that. We could talk about my work for a minute, but
you'll have to tell me.
I have a very sensitive nose because of just stuff. So yeah, that's a lot.
I bought an ozone machine.
You bought a what?
Ozone machine that pumps out.
Oh, a deionizer. Yeah, very, very wise, my friend. Very wise.
Yes. So
I have one too. But it's an air filter. It's not an actual machine,
No, this one actually just puts out. It's not a filter. It's a commercial ozone. Like if I keep the rats there, they could die, and if I breathe it in, it'll kill me. So I'm just like, I just hold my breath and I breathe very shallow and I wait until it's like starts getting really strong, and then I would crack the window.
Does this sound not wise?
No, it says on the package to not do that. It says no living.
So you just choose not to follow the direction?
So I think of it like this. If I put it in the other room, even though it covers 4,000 square feet and I have a 800 square foot house. So let's say I put it in the other room and then I open the window a little bit and make sure the fan's on. Before I pass out, I can get up and turn that shit off. Smart.
Okay. All right.
Does it seem like a good plan?
So what's on your mind tonight? Anything fun? Anything you want me to talk about or anything?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Yeah. So have you seen I don't remember what it's called. James Lipton. You know who James Lipton is?
Not off the top of my head.
He's like a drama teacher at a I don't know, some well-known drama school.
Okay, sure.
And he's got a beard and he's balding on top, and he always asks very poignant interview questions to famous people.
Well, please shoot, go away. I'll give up all my secrets. How's that? Is that what we want to talk about? Because people don't really post much online, and people don't really know what the heck's going on with me. So.
Yeah, I don't have any poignant questions, so I'm not sure how we're gonna do this. But I'm just kidding.
Well, look, you can anything really.
I'm joking. It's my sense of humor. I'm sorry. So first I was gonna make up a couple of things about you, and then I'll ask you. You can clarify those, and then I'll ask you some questions. So,
I'll make things up. That's great. Yeah, let's go there.
Jeromy Bruce Kemp. I don't know your middle name. I'm just making that up.
It's actually Grant. Actually.
Okay. Oh, see, there you go.
There you go.
This is how we learn. Born on July 4th, 1974.
I wish July 4th, but it's the 20th.
Okay, so see, all
July
right.
You got the right month.
July
Nice.
20th.
Okay.
Very well. Yeah.
Born to parents Hillary and Chuck.
Good
Kemp,
Lord. No, that would be
from Minnesota.
Yeah, I wish. That would be Verl and Judy Kemp, actually.
Burl and Judy. Okay, that was close. He's an only child.
No, oldest of 5.
Oh shit! I feel like somebody gave me wrong info here, but thank you.
Yeah,
for
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
5. Oldest of 5.
Becky.
Growing up a child of the 80s, he likes Nintendo, Atari,
Actually, yeah.
Nerf footballs.
Can you not see the one behind me?
I was gonna say you need to ask
Galaga?
about the machines.
Yeah, you need to ask. You need to ask me about that. So when you're ready.
Yeah, well,
Keep going.
yeah, I
Keep
have that
going.
for when. What did you get to keep in the divorce? So that's coming up soon.
Oh wow, that's a good one. Yeah, we can go through that. I'm sure everybody wants to hear that story.
Sounds like a lot to unpack there, or maybe not anything to unpack, depending on how bad the divorce was.
That was a long time ago. But yeah.
So, you were where were you born? Where were you born?
I was actually born about 10 minutes away from where I live now in Provo, Utah.
Okay.
But my parents were in college and they moved back. My dad was from San Diego, and generations of my family are from like going back like 4 or 5 generations are in Southern California, San Diego, actually, downtown. So yeah, but yeah, I lived in San Diego until 1998. I decided to leave when my mom passed away in 1998. About 6 months after she passed away, I left to come up here and have a life change and finish up college here. So yeah, I've been here ever since. I've moved around.
You're back to Provo?
Well, I would say I moved back, but I moved to I live in Orem actually, which is the city next door to it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty major metropolitan area, but yeah, it's a college town. And between Provo and Orem, I think there's like 75,000 college people that live and go to college there from all over the county. So yeah, but yeah, I live here. Yeah, it's my little home.
Let me ask you a question going back to childhood a little bit more.
Yeah.
Back through say elementary school, junior high, when we're
here we go. It's gonna get juicy now.
Not necessarily. Tell me about the first time you remember something tragic happening in your family.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? My family? There's nothing but tragedy.
Life is
no, I'm
beset.
just kidding.
No, life is beset
with
tragedy.
I think the
Go back young. What was that first?
my brother got run over by a car.
Eesh.
Yeah, he got run over by a car 2 doors up from us, and that was a really scary thing. And he got run over by the back.
Did he live?
Yeah, yes, it's an amazing story. He got run over by the back 2 wheels of the dually. So he was on a skateboard and he was riding it on his hands and knees and went underneath it and got run over by the back 2 wheels. So he had tire tracks on his stomach and on his chest.
Oh my gosh.
He was, I think, 8 or 9 years old or 9 at the time.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
Yeah. There's you know, a really interesting story about that. But he, in short, he walked out of the hospital the next morning. That's
amazing.
Yeah.
So if there's a proof of the divine really early on.
Oh, it's written all over that. I mean, they gave him ibuprofen and sent him home. Seriously, yeah. So the next morning, yeah. Yeah, there was kind of some miraculous things that happened that I would say that kind of led to that to happen right before they took him in to get x-rays and stuff. And so But yeah, it's that's
Shall we,
one.
shall we save miracles for next time?
Let's save that for next time. Yeah.
Okay, it's a good teaser. So, January 28th, 1986.
What?
January 28th,
1986.
Mhm.
So I would have been 12. Is that the Challenger exploding?
Correct.
Yes.
Where were you?
I was
What was
in
your,
class.
what was your
fifth grade.
experience and how did you process it?
I was in Mr. DeBust's class, I believe, in 5th grade at Cajon Park Junior High in Santee. And they showed it on the thing, and I think my experience was the same of it as everybody else in the school that day. We just kind of watched it, and that was a real heartbreaker. That was a real. I think that was the way that they knew how to have people process it back at that time, was just kind of watch a news thing and watch it, and then kind of, I don't remember much else about how they talked about it in class or anything like that. I just remember that was the thing. But I mean, yeah, that was a real hard day.
That was a day that I think brought people together. It's one of those things that tends to unify people.
Right.
And that was my first experience of, regardless of who I was getting along with in class, regardless of, whatever, it was irrelevant. During that moment, we all had grief at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was very, very interesting. It humanized us quickly.
There was actually quite a lot of things, I think, that were literally within one block of that school. There was a lot of tragedies that I think that that I experienced. We had a friend that passed away in the 5th grade, which was really hard. She got run over by a car too, and it was Rochelle, and it's been posted on their website and stuff before. But that was hard. There was a kid that got run over on the street right there in front of Cajon Park too, and that was hard when that happened. And I actually was walking home when that, right after that had happened, and the police were there. It was just horrible,
Yeah.
But I think in some ways, in a weird way, that kind of prepared me to see things later on in life. I've seen some things that I probably won't talk about here on tonight, just for but life is weird, you never know what's going to happen, and you got to take advantage while you're on planet Earth, right?
Right. Yeah, you don't know what moment's going to be the last moment, and I've witnessed other people's last moments, similar to what you were talking about. And
let's go positive, man. What's
that's real heavy?
We are. So tell me about the day your first child was born.
Oh my gosh. This will be interesting for anybody who's watching, I guess, still. We had planned to have him at home, a home birth, actually. And then we had a pool and some other things. And
did you have a doula?
Yeah, we had a midwife and everything else. It was the labor got stalled at some point, and we had to transfer to the hospital. There was kind of my wife was struggling with some mental aspects of that were not related to the labor or any kind of medical thing, and so to be kind to her, I'm gonna not really go into that. But
sure.
So we transferred to the hospital, and that was really a cool experience. And of course, there was a lot of tears and joy about that. It was amazing. And the funny thing about it is this: as I got to hold him, I when you hold with your arm, you're not used to doing that. I just tightened up with my my arm.
Yeah.
And I tightened up so tight that I couldn't really get my arm to go out straight anymore for the rest of the day. Like I had messed my arm up.
You locked that tendon down. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a really amazing experience. And, my daughter, we ended up having her at home
Aw.
18 months later in a pool, and that was a different experience, and it worked out well. And my kids and their mom give me grief because I had a hard time staying awake. I was right behind her, and we did it she did it in a pool, a very like a small kiddie pool kind of thing. It helps with the birth for those people that are familiar, and we won't go there, but
Yeah.
and we did like hypnobirthing, so I learned how to do hypnosis for that to help her with that. And
No, for you, so you didn't pass out. Yeah. I understand.
no, that for some reason it didn't really get me that kind of queasy. I don't like a lot of blood, but that didn't really like that. Having a kid doesn't do that to me, I guess, if you will.
It's a little more natural because it's supposed to be that way.
Yeah. So I mean, again, if you see a lot of people in other circumstances, somebody else like in public or on TV, that might give me a lot of I'd have a real hard time with that. Yes. So, but that's just me. I have a thing with heights, and I have a hard thing with being, because I've climbed Mount Whitney when I was 12 or 14 in there, which is that, and that was really scary, Half Dome and that. So I have a thing with heights. And I used to have a thing with spiders too, arachnophobia, but I kind of cured that with a little trip to the Philippines, and so I don't have that issue now.
Ah, yes, more spiders than you can shake a stick at.
Yeah. So next question.
What's your favorite thing about being a dad? What's the best part?
This is really cool. I suppose it's the same as everybody else. You get to have
Maybe
Your own army. No, I'm just kidding.
your own army of minions, right, Jeff? Is that how you say that?
diehard fans.
Look, I think
Your circus, your monkeys.
I think the greatest thing about being a dad is that you have something to take you out of your own head and out of your own concerns.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're concerned about something outside of you,
Right?
which is probably one of the hardest things for any human being to do, is to not be egocentric and self-centered. And we all are worried about our own stuff, and as well you should be. But these kids, generally it seems like the kids, like we were talking earlier before we went live, that they seem to kind of have certain characteristics, traits, or things that are a challenge to us. At the same time, certain things that we have are a benefit to them, and make them, a good match for us too.
They say that nurture runs at about 50-50, and you can tell your children are born with these personalities that are they're innate.
Yeah.
You can't shake it out of them if you wanted to. And it's interesting because it feels like it's almost like anthropomorphizing animals because it's an infant. You're like, oh, look, they're making a face just like mommy when she's like this, or they're doing like this. And, you start pointing personality characteristics at them. And it would make me wonder if that was true or not.
Yeah.
Well, sure enough, with all the kids,
I think
they were themselves when they came out of the womb. All they needed was some guidance.
There was no like how-to manual as they exited the womb, where we could just like pick that up and reference that at any point that we needed it. It just doesn't work that way,
I'd always say start very basic. Just take turns trying not to kill the baby. Start there. They're really resilient. You'd be surprised. Don't panic so much.
It's interesting. Several people who that we went to high school with, like we were talking earlier, and some of our friends, people that we know that were an only child. They have like 4 or 5 kids. And those that had like those like me that had 4 other siblings, I have 2 kids, and my brother has 1, and my sister has 1, and that's it.
Yeah,
That's funny.
That's
and
funny.
So,
Yeah.
but their reasons are their reasons, and mine, I've already spoken as to what's up with that. But
I wanted to beat everyone, so
look, you know, the bigger the family, the more fun you have at reunions and stuff like that. So
It's true. It's true. Now we're coming up on the witching hour. It's 8:30. I told you I wasn't going to
I
keep
have a
you
few
long.
more minutes if you want to go another 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
You need to ask about his machine behind him.
I will.
Okay, that's
we'll
a
get that.
simple answer actually.
And then let's do this again. I have a lot more questions, and I think
Sure, yeah.
we can dive into a lot. So okay, so let's go with Miss Becky wants to know what's up with the Gallagher machine back there.
So
Did you win that at a carnival?
Yeah. So no, during 2020, there was nothing to do, and I got this vibe about reliving my childhood, and I was a big video game junkie before they became 3D. And so this machine is the Miss Pac-Man Galaga 20-year reunion knockoff game. It's an aftermarket version of a game you can buy for about, I think, $1,500 to $2,000. It's the same version, but this is just so it's a 60-in-1, and it has 60 games that are so I have like all the different Pac-Mans, all the Donkey Kongs, all of the Centipedes, Dig Dug, just like anything from the 80s, 1942, 43, to get,
Dig Dug. Yeah. I like Dig Dug.
Apparently there's another Dig Dug on there that I just discovered yesterday because my son finally was playing it after having it here for a year. He just never played it.
That's funny.
So yeah, so I got it for like about $500, and I fixed it up, and I had it fixed and put in a computer monitor as the screen, so it's a bigger screen and it's a better quality. And so the other story,
does it run off of a Raspberry Pi?
No, but
what's the unit?
It's a converted VGA board, but it's just, I think it's 110. I don't think it's anything special.
Cool.
And the other thing about it is that it turns out that the guy had to fix it, has an entire warehouse of games that are not fixed or that are, and so it's now my hobby. I bought another one since I forget, the Dark Legacy, and I sold that and made like $1,000 in 10 minutes online. And so now I have about 6 others that are on order. I'm supposed to pick up 2 more this week. It's just a side hobby. It's just
a little side hustle.
Yeah. So I don't know that I'll make the kind of money on every one of them, but I have a potential buyer for this one here behind me, a relative. So yeah, it's just a side fun thing to do and relive. I played it a few times, but you get, it's fun for a little bit, and then you're like, it's just like anything.
Nostalgia taps out. Nostalgia, the memory is always better than trying to relive that experience.
That's right. You're right. They're better than now.
It's always better.
But nostalgia is what's selling right now too, so it's a good market.
Yeah, I'm curious to see this one here behind me, because it's restored in the way that I have it restored in, and it's not an original. It's probably, I don't know, anywhere between $800 and $1,000 is what it's worth. But
that's cool.
I have a buyer for probably $900, just a family member. So, but yeah, I mean,
every day I'm hustling.
You gotta. I mean, I'm trying to lighten my load with things right now. I'm looking to move in the next year, and I may be moving out of the state or out of the area. I'm not sure yet. That's a long story, but
it's a long story. Just so since it's a long story, let's just go where possible destinations. Where you consider possibly moving.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
And then why are they your top picks?
Well, look, I mean, I'm actually in the process of dealing with that this month and next month, starting a full-time job search probably in the beginning of October. Because of the job that I'm working right now, it's not been, how should you say it, what I was hoping for. But
so sell those games.
They are going to be sold. Yeah, I'll be selling my games, and I mean, I don't know that I'm keeping my options open and looking at a bunch of stuff. I've looked to see what's out there in Asia and a couple other places, but it just
Asia?
depends. Yeah, Asia.
You know, leave the country.
I used to live in the Philippines, and so I could go back there and live again. But
Hence the spiders.
yes, the spiders. I have spider stories that will make everybody's skin crawl. But I won't go there. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing is I don't know. The thing that's great is that I have options to do what I want. My kids are grown. Unfortunately, I'm not married. And that's kind of I mean, I have someone that I'm interested in, and since she's probably listening, I have to be careful.
Hello. Miss Special Thing.
Yes, I have a very special friend. But at the same time,
he's so fucking cute. He's so cute.
I know, it's so adorable.
Jeez, I'm blushing for you. God.
Guys, stop. Look, the reality is that let me try to put it this way.
Okay.
About 4 or 5 years ago, I realized that my life was at a certain point that if I was going to have a different result in the future for everything and for things that I didn't get to participate in for multiple reasons, including personal choice, that I needed to start making some different choices for different hobbies and different pathways. And the only person that's really stopping me is myself. Right?
Self-help show. Yeah.
So, I mean, this isn't like a self-help book right now, but
no, that's the whole reason I started this stream. Was I did the same thing 5 years ago. If I keep going the way I'm going, I'll never get a different result. I have to make a change.
And so little choices are those, at least the way that I understand it, and it's not just me saying it, it's what experts and people would say is little small choices create big changes over time, working on them every day and not just doing them half-heartedly. And so, if you don't have any limitations, then why would you limit yourself?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
I've heard the quote, argue for your limitations, and sure enough, they're yours.
Right. And so I've started networking. I've already had a lot of networking with a lot of professionals and other people that know me. I contacted today Mrs. Irvin, our art teacher from Santana. She's 84 now.
Holy shoot.
Yeah, I talk to her regularly, and I asked her for some personal advice today to help me.
Charlene, right?
Yes, and she was very helpful, and I've had some amazing advice from other people in our class, like Julie Nelson and Janine Priester and some other. There's a lot of people that have are kind, and everybody's kind to me. So
it's hard to be mean to you. You're kind of a nice person.
Oh, look, there's people that don't like me. I mean,
but I don't think they're mean to you. While they just go off quietly like you.
No, yeah, you're right. They just don't respond. Probably what it is. They don't respond to my messages or something, right? Yeah. So I mean, look, I'm really blessed. I have a great life, even though I don't have the things that I'd hoped for in a lot of ways. But look, right. I've got 2 beautiful kids.
Yep.
I get to choose a different path. Isn't that that's a great thing?
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah, I'm excited for the change, and I've been doing. I don't think everybody knows, but I've been doing flooring. I've been in the flooring industry. Goodness gracious, since I was a kid. My dad had a flooring store in El Cajon, and I've been in and out of that industry for forever, and
been on your knees for a long time.
Yeah, I went through college doing that, and it wasn't supposed to be, but every time like a job didn't go the way I wanted it to, or my marriage was going in the not good place, and I didn't want to have to be a place I couldn't focus on anything else. And so when I go to do those jobs, I don't have to focus on anything, because I already it's just a process, and I know how to do it, and
second nature.
Yeah, saved my life. But after 3,500 floors and 2,500 different homes, and my knees are destroyed from everybody that knows. They're gone. And so as
He's
part of my
shorter now.
I
Yeah,
can't.
he's like
Yeah, I'm shorter
3
now.
inches shorter. Yeah.
Yeah, 3
That's true.
inches. I'm a midget now. I went from
Yeah.
being no, but anyway, so as part of my rehabilitation, I started it about 1.5 years ago. That I have to not do that at all anymore, and that's why as of the end of October, I won't be doing it anymore.
You will be out.
I'm done. I'm starting a full-time. I'm either starting full-time in my part-time job beginning of this next month, or I'm starting a full-time job search for something totally different. It's that there's a long story behind that. So I'll
Right
say
on.
I love this poster thing you have going here. This is
Yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah. I thought I'd end the time with you this way.
Yeah.
I want to respect your bedtime because I promise you don't know it, but we can go on for hours.
I know.
It happens to people all the time. They're like, we were on for 7 hours. I'm like, I
oh
know.
my gosh, I can't do that. Yeah, I've gotta be at the gym in 8 hours and 20
See?
minutes.
Oh my gosh, me
Oh my
too.
gosh. Yeah.
I
I
have
know
a
where the gym
trainer.
is.
I have a personal trainer that I work with once a week, and I was sick with some sort of bizarre virus that's not COVID. I got tested for COVID. It's not, and
Yeah, it's called the cold, the common cold.
I had this horrific cough that just was unbearable for 2 weeks, and so I
You sound like a seal.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. So fun.
We'll do it again, and I mean soon. Like tomorrow is fine. Like you tell me when you want to do half hour, 40 minutes.
If you guys want to do this for a few minutes, yeah, we can do it tomorrow night. Yeah, if you'd like. I think Thursday this week won't work, but tomorrow actually would if you'd like to. We can hang out.
So it'll be you and I for sure, and I'll talk with the better half and see what she's got going on, and she'll join if possible. And then let's continue on the saga, the tale, the history, and the
tale
future.
of two cities, Jeromy.
Right? Right? No, yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious. I like that you're kind of at this crossroads.
I like it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, if you guys only knew, if people only knew all the stuff that I have had to go through, it would.
So,
look, but it makes for interesting conversation, and
right.
Anyway,
character
and life
development.
lessons. So character development, story arc. So listen, this is what I tell people about this show. So the reason I started doing Shelf Help Show was because I had a crisis myself 5 years ago. Became unmarried, something that I never thought would happen.
Yeah,
never thought. I thought I was in it forever. But circumstances changed, and I went through it. I went through the darkness, for sure. I struggled, and then I tried really, really hard to remember who I was and figure myself out and start defining myself again. And then got to the point where I started to throw away all the things that did not serve me. And
good for you, man. I think I know what that is, and maybe we'll save that till next time. But I'm happy for you. Look, I mean, life is such a journey, and the only thing we can take with us is what we learn, what we experience, the great relationships we have, and how happy we are as we go along the way.
That's right.
Before we go, in case I said I have a special friend, but I have to say she's my girlfriend, because otherwise I'm gonna.
Yay!
You'll be in trouble.
I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm already in trouble. I think she's already signed off. I can't tell, but life is so fun. You never know what tomorrow is gonna bring, and I have good friends, and I have several really nice high school friends that still talk to me, and it's good to chat with you again.
So it's really good to chat with you.
All right, my friend. I probably better bug out.
I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
I'm gonna sign off the show. So this is how it goes. So remember this: we are all hurtling towards our death at an incredible rate of speed, and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do to stop it, but you might be able to slow it down a little bit.
Can't we gently slide into that, like a
Do not go gentle into that. Good night. Yeah.
All right, my friend. Have a
Rage
good night.
against the dying of the light.
Hope you guys sleep well. Becky, it's good having you here. We'll see you later.
Yes, nice
You well,
to see
Jeromy.
you.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Yay, fun.
We're still live though.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't want to hang up on you and hang up on everybody right at the same time.
Oh yeah.
I have to do both. You need to go to bed, don't you?
I have the gym and I actually commute to work tomorrow for the first time
yeah.
in 2 years.
Remember, that's exciting.
No, it's not.
I'm wearing a posh shirt. It has a horse on it. And
A polo,
yes, this is a polo shirt.
Ralph Lauren.
This is yes, is that what that is? This is an actual polo. Yeah. I found it on some rich guy who had passed out in the alley.
She rolled him.
I rolled that fucker for his shirt. I always wanted a $60 polo shirt. Never wanted to pay for one. There you go.
Did you thrift it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a thrifty guy.
It's the same as rolling him,
It's the same.
kind of.
Same. I go to the Mormon store.
His wife rolled
happy.
his closet, got rid of his shit.
Right. That's when the elders are like, guys, we need to fill the thrift store back up. Bring your stuff. Bring the crap your husband wears that you don't like. They're like, and then all
I have a lot.
the racist statuary that grandma has on her shelves start turning.
Oh, you shop at the Mormon thrift store. That's why.
Jeff will buy it.
I have a friend who deals in antiques and they buy all that stuff. Like all of it. And it's like high demand.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
People pay good money for that. It's weird.
For what was
Like
once systemic
blackface stuff. Yeah. Ugh. Crazy.
lawn jockeys and the whole thing.
To me, I'm just like,
Wanna
put
steer
it in a
clear of it.
museum somewhere. Get it away from me. I don't need it.
Right. They're like, look, it's a pickaninny. Like, I'm not sure what that is, but it feels wrong. Okay, Al Jolson, sing us out. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I got to find some clothes that fit.
Oh yeah, because you were bigger when you were there.
I have like no work clothes. So
Mm.
wish me luck.
I think you could wear some paper bag pants.
I do have a pair of paper bag pants.
See,
I could probably wear.
maybe a sequined
My sequin booty shorts.
booty. Oh, that's it. What's the Christina Aguilera one? It's like, is it one piece?
It's a one piece, yeah.
With the sparkles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you can wear like a black lacy see-through thing over the top of it.
Yeah, but those are all like 1X, 2X. So they just they drown me. I don't have anything that's lacy that's like a cover up anymore that isn't like less than 2X.
How are you going to not die? It's going to be uncomfortable there. And you're not going to be able to lay in your bed in between tasks to get warm. You're not going to be able to go jump in the shower because you're freezing your ass off. You're going to be in climate controlled 74 degrees, just blowing at you nonstop all day. And you're going to be fucking.
I'm taking a blanket with me. I have my work blanket packed in the car already. Taking a blanket with me because my desk is my temporary desk. Like I have I moved out of my old desk last year. And they put me in like a hotel station, and I saw where they put me in. The hotel station is my old desk, and my old desk is right underneath the vent. And it is the coldest freaking spot in the whole building, I swear. So, which is so funny. It's just like I'm coming home, right? They're like, oh, you can't have your desk anymore. And then like when they book me a hotel, what they call a hotel station for when you're permanent telecommute and you come into the office, you have to book what they call a hotel station. And they turned the area I used to sit in to hotel stations because all of us went telecommute. And I got my exact same cubicle.
Perfect.
Right under the vent.
It's perfect.
I told Jessica, I was like, this is some crap.
Told you to freeze your ass off.
But so I have my work blanket packed. I was gonna wear I did the last time I was down there when I cleaned out my desk, I got a t-shirt. It's not a t-shirt, it's a scoop neck women's shirt that has the company's name on it. It's a kind of a dressy shirt, but they gave it to us for free. Part of the anniversary gift or whatever. We're at like 25 year or 28 years or something in business. I don't know. Anyway, so it has that logo on it, and I was gonna wear that with like a skirt or like the paper bag pants, I think. But I'm gonna, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna freeze.
A little bit.
I have a hoodie packed,
Give a heated blanket.
and I have no, just a blanket.
You don't have a heating pad?
We're not allowed to plug stuff in like that.
I know, but if you were going to anyways. Just in case. You don't generate enough heat. You're teeny tiny.
No, I'm not that small.
You are.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm a size 8.
Okay. Yeah. So let's take
That's
off.
not that small.
Let's take off 25 pounds of muscles that you built up, and then what size would you be?
Oh, size 5.
Yeah. Okay. Then you'd be like, look, I'm a size 5, but I have no muscles. You're amazing. It's not what size you are, it's how you're built. And you're built like a brick shithouse, baby. You're stacked.
Ooh, I gotta make this Spartan run.
She's a brick house. All right, it's time for bed. All right, I'll call you on the other side.
Yeah, that's fine. You're gonna say your thing?
Yeah, love one another. Love one another. Love yourself. Is that how it goes?
I think that's how it goes.
And then part 2 of Jeromy Kemp tomorrow. We'll figure out what's happened in between and what's going to do in the future.
Yep.
All right.
All right,
Have a good
sounds
night,
good.
everybody.